I can start and stop anytime, so don't worry.
Okay, sure.
So, William Wyman, you came here when?
Well, I was born here. I was born in the Old Carmel Hospital, which was off of Highway 1, the corner of Highway 1 and, geez, what was that? What did I say before? Carpenter.
I know, I was trying to think.
Yeah, Carpenter. And grew up in Pacific Grove. Actually, no, it was grew up in Del Monte Park, which was an unincorporated part of the county. And it was just a forest. We lived on David Avenue. It was just a dirt road. It was a forest with a few houses, and of course now it's like, the whole thing is built up. But yeah, so stables at the end of the lane stables. And,
End of the lane stable.
Yeah, things began to change, I think, when they opened up the David Avenue Elementary School. They started building roads, and people were buying lots, contractors were coming in and building. And I think because of the school and because working people could buy, my parents bought their house in 1946 for $6,000.
Wow.
And, yeah. And took them 30 years to pay it off, too. And so it was a whole different time there. It was a forest with a few houses.
Wow.
So, yeah.
How'd you get into art?
It's a real mystery. I never did any art at all. Nothing. I've never taken a class, even an appreciation class, nothing. But when I was 31, I just got some paints and some brushes and paper, and I started painting.
Just felt like
right.
natural to do it.
Yeah, I was 31, 1979. And I've been painting ever since, and everything like that happened when I started doing photography. Seriously, it was like 2008. I don't know why, but I started doing photography every day, and I've been doing every day since then. And then,
what do you think drives you to do it?
I have no idea. It really is a mystery, to be honest with you. I have no idea. I tell you though, with paintings, what I can say I started in 79. But with the paintings, the cool thing about paintings to me was I started with abstract painting, just throwing paint down. And as I looked at it more and more, I really felt like I was telling stories to myself about myself that I wasn't aware of. Sort of like went into the subconscious mind or something, which I was laying down.
Like a diary, but with
not even a diary.
creativity.
It's like telling me something I don't know about myself.
Oh, that's fascinating.
A part of the personality that probably going back into the formation of my personality. Delving into those first couple of years of life. I think when your personality is formed.
Wow.
But not understanding that because you're not conscious. By the time you're conscious, you've already become the person that oftentimes you end up being for the rest of your life, which is unfortunate because there's a lot of psychological stuff that happens at that time. So that really is what drove me was, so I couldn't paint every day or anything. It was something maybe 2 or 3 months would go by, and the information would, stuff would build up in me, and then releasing it with a painting that told me a story. So I would not think about
so it was a relief. It was an emotional release to paint.
Yeah it was. So I do a lot of redwood sculpture, driftwood sculpture, and that started maybe 7 years ago. And I was just walking on the beach with a friend, and driftwood was around and stuff, and I saw this piece, and I just picked it up, and I just said, I have to work with this. I have to do something with this.
Wow.
And that's how that passion started. And so it's all a mystery.
That's really recent though, compared to the
that
painting.
is, yeah. So it's a mystery, but those are passions in writing too. I mean, it's a passion that I don't know where they came from.
Yeah.
All the best things in my life have come to me. I wasn't in search of. They came.
Yeah.
They came, and so in many ways I don't really have ambition because I'm not trying for something. I mean, like even with working with the wood, I know at some point I'm going to finish it. I know at some point I'm going to finish it, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to finish it. I'm just trying to work on it in a way that pleases me, and then when it totally pleases me without having to do any more, then I'm done.
So would you say it's the process you enjoy as much, or?
Oh yes, I love the process, and because it's going to go to the result.
Yeah.
It's going to go to the result.
But you don't know what the result is.
No, that's the beauty.
Exciting.
Yeah, especially with driftwood. What you see. I mean, I'm to the point now. Well, I know that this is character. And so if I'm out hunting in the wintertime when the rivers are bringing out more and more driftwood, hunting in the wintertime is fantastic. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of, pieces that are cool, but I'm always looking for that one.
Yeah.
That is just going to knock,
And then how do you know? Like, do you feel an energy? Do you, like, does it make your hands tingle? Like, how do you know?
Again, a mystery, It's interesting to me, you see piles of driftwoods. The ones that will knock you out are standing alone a lot. They're just there, like little gems that have separated from all the riffraff wood, all the junk wood that comes in, all straight pieces.
Like, what size piece, like, would you look for?
It depends. The one I just finished working on probably started off at 80 pounds, 5 feet long, 80 pounds. And I end up taking 30 pounds off of it.
Okay.
But I saw the shape of it, I saw the idea of it, and it had the character that stimulates me.
Yeah.
And so that's what, that's what attracted me. And when I saw this last piece, I'm going, this is the one.
Wow.
This is the, I probably brought home, I'm very particular, so I only brought home maybe 6 pieces in the wintertime.
Okay.
And
that's going out a lot looking.
Oh, yeah. And to be honest with you, I'll still go out because occasionally, even this time of the year, something will wash up.
Yeah.
But it's not like the wintertime, where I'm out probably every day,
Wow.
going to beaches and stuff. And
that's fun in itself.
Yeah. And you never know where they're going to come. The currents take them and they land in places where you wouldn't think they would be because there's no river nearby it. You would be flushing it out, or I don't know how the currents work, but
right.
I do know that they're in places and it's like fishing holes. Where the fish is,
right.
If you're really familiar with, you know what I mean, and you know where to go.
Probably
fish.
Little coves attract things to get stuck.
I don't,
I guess.
And so it's just surprising, and like I say, it's I have some really cool small pieces, 20, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, but and they're cool. I mean, they're nice. I like them. Later I'll show you a piece I just finished, but which is a small piece, but simple and elegant, kind of. A lot of times they provoke people thinking of animals,
Like the shape of it? Or,
yeah,
yeah,
the shape of it. And the funny thing is that everybody has a different take on it. I don't even...
We all see what we want to see. But that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, so don't ask me what I think it is because, what do you think it is?
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm really surprised a lot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. By people, I go, I
like that piece you showed me on the... Did
Yeah.
people think that's like an animal? Or?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to call it the Phoenix.
Ooh.
Yeah, because that's what I'm getting out of it is that. But a lot of people see what I call the tail as the head.
Oh.
So it's going the other way.
Yes.
You know. So I'll name it the Phoenix, but you know, I'll let everybody else think about what they see.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. Yeah, it's true with paintings too. People point out things in paintings did not have that, but once they mention it, once they point out something, I go, oh, okay, I can see what you're thinking.
Yeah.
You know. But like you say, everybody picks up something different.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool.
It is.
I like that. You know, I like that.
It's like art in a nutshell.
Yeah. You know, and it's like different witnesses to something, and what's cool is that they are able to relate to it in their own way, and I like that.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean, I was surprised. I would, you know, initially I would say people are going to see what I see. You know.
Oh,
so
right.
I was very surprised that they're coming out, but that's universal.
And there's nobody that could see what you see in reality.
Well, my son did. My son
Okay.
saw the Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he called it. I mean, I saw it
Even
before
before you told him?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yes. So
Okay.
we connected on that.
Cool.
But I've never heard anybody say the Phoenix. You know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to me, it's like, are you kidding? It's so freaking obvious. You know? But you know, it was yeah. So it really is a mystery. And my life is a mystery. I think it's true for all of us. And you know, I don't know where it's all going, but I just enjoy, I don't know, the whole process of it.
Yeah.
I just love working. To me, this is just the best, you know, every day taking photographs, working on sculpture, and I like to read. I read a lot, you know. In fact, I'm reading Moby Dick right now.
Oh, wow.
You know, which everybody should have read in high school,
Right.
I guess. You know.
But probably everybody read it a really long time ago and
Yeah.
could read it again.
Well, yeah, no, for me, it was, you know, I love reading. I love, you know, a lot of different writers. You know, just all kinds of different things. But you know, I find myself doing a lot of things. But I'll tell you, I oftentimes just like doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and reading a book to me is like nothing in a way, or watching television, watching a movie. You
Yeah.
know, but that's the mystery to me. I can do all this stuff and still have a lot of time.
Yeah.
So time
Because
is
it's
weird.
passion and the
Yeah.
time slows down.
Yeah, it's not a 24-hour thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a whole different time thing going on.
I understand.
Yeah.
No,